And we are muted is what we are. Excellent start. I swear I fixed that. Okay, yes. Stream Deck is having some first day back at school woes, but we're back. Yes. Hello, everyone. I was briefly muted. It wasn't just you, Abby. Yeah. I just wanted to hang out and chat for a bit, but I do have a game. We will get back to everything going wrong over in Arborang. But I just wanted to hang out. It's been a while. It's been nearly 3 months since I last streamed by my count, which it's a long time. And, you know, to give you all a précis of what was wrong is it turns out it wasn't a memory fault. So then they thought it was a motherboard problem, so they sent it back to the manufacturers, who then tested it and said there isn't a motherboard problem and sent it back to the retailers, who tested it again and the same problems turned up and they were like, we've replaced literally everything else, it must be the motherboard. Sent it back to the manufacturers, who then did replace the motherboard and sent it back, and lo and behold, it works now. Touch wood. But it should work because basically everything has been replaced. This is basically a new computer in the same case, so be kind to it, I guess. And in general, thank God for cloud saving. I have no idea what I would even do if all of my settings and game data and everything wasn't on the cloud. But luckily it is. So, we're back. Yeah. What's been going on? The news is all... all the time I've been off has been resolutely awful, and it's only got worse today. So that's fun. Because we have, you know, a war, a plague that's still happening and that people are sleeping on. The British government sidling their way towards a trans bathroom ban. And the American government intending to overturn Roe v. Wade. So, you know, that's all great. In a lighter note... good things have happened, of far less import. Also, just before I get into this, before I forget... Yes, I'm a bit rusty, you can tell. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much, Charities Lady, Abby, for the 15-month resub and the 5 gift subs. You are a maniac and I love you. Yeah, absolutely. No, that's the thing. I plan to spend more time talking about the good things than the bad things, because I am not here to talk about the news and make me sad and make you sad and make everybody sad. I'm here to just, you know, have vibes. So, good things. The Met Gala happened, and while, you know, normally that's good because we get to look at some good outfits, this year it's good because it's really funny, because nobody has a clue. It's dreadful. So if you haven't checked out more intelligent people than me talking about the Met Gala, go and do that, and then look at what the theme was actually meant to be, and then go, trust me. Also, it is the 3rd of May, which means we are finally coming back into Eurovision season, the best time of the year. Yes, if you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen a couple of weeks ago I did my annual big thread of reviews of every Eurovision song this year, and which ones are good and which ones are not. And, you know, weirdly, more of the former than the latter. There's some really solid music this year. And TLDR, France should win, Ukraine are going to. Sweden might take it, Spain might take it, but apart from that. Yeah. Also, the UK have a decent song and a chance, which is weird. Still can't find a good way to hear Eurovision songs. I've got a playlist of all the songs themselves, but for the shows, I don't know. I can do some looking up. I'll message you. Yeah. So that's very exciting. I might be on some streams about that again this year. I don't know. That still needs organising. If people want it, I could do a stream where I just talk about that instead of playing a game, and you can all hear my opinions on music. Spoiler, they're strange. But yeah, other things I've done. Played a lot of games. Weirdly, that's a thing I do. What have I played since I've been off stream and not able to share them with you? How was the Sabat game? Brilliant fun. It was so much fun, fantastic cast, and as you can guess from the cast that it was, undiluted raw chaos. Just absolutely, it was great. For those of you who don't know, this was a Vampire the Masquerade game I was in on the Bard's Playhouse. Fantastic Twitch channel that does a lot of tabletop RPGs, and you should check out. I was in a game with some lovely people and brilliant role players this past Saturday. I know how days work. Yeah, and that was amazing fun. But yes, games. Thank you for the link. Yeah, games I've played that I haven't been able to share with y'all, much as I wanted to for some of them. See, a rational person would have made a list. I did not. I thought, I'll freestyle this, it's fine. So I played all of Blasphemous, which is a brilliant game that will almost certainly not be to everybody's tastes. It's a 2D Soulsvania, kind of in a horror fantasy world inspired by Catholic imagery and specifically the Spanish Inquisition. It's great. It's got a Spanish. All the voices are Spanish as well, and the dubbing is just. Yeah. So if you like Dark Souls or Metroidvanias or Religion and Blood, highly recommend, and I 100%ed it, which is usually a mark of some quality because I bore easily. Also played all of Spiritfarer, which is a fantastic game that I cannot recommend highly enough. It's deeply beautiful, deeply emotional, kind of Studio Ghibli styled game about running a boat that you've taken over from Charon as you ferry the spirits of the dead through the afterlife and to their own end, and it's so good. Like, I can't really talk about why it's so good without spoiling the impact of it a bit, but heavily recommend to everybody. It will make you cry, and it's amazing. 100% of that too. And if you want to watch somebody having their first experience through that, because I wanted to stream my first playthrough of it, and then I couldn't. And I just went, sorted out, play it on console instead. Yeah, if you want to see somebody getting their first experience of that, you can check out long-time regular chat member twitch.tv/ formerly known as Emily, where she is doing her first run of Spiritfarer, having emotions and enjoying it thoroughly as far as I can tell. It's a great series, so check that out. She is on vacation at the minute, but that's some time to catch up with the VODs. VODs are there. There's only like 3 of them. What else? I recently got back into Magic the Gathering because what part of this suggests that I would not play Magic? I played it so much when I was a kid and then kind of fell off it some years ago and just on a whim, because I had a phone and nothing else to do recently. I could have sworn I muted all of that. Oh no, I unmuted it to play music. I should have put the mute back on after that. The real experience. I've forgotten what I was just saying. Magic, yes. So anybody who plays Magic the Gathering Arena, I just picked that up on a whim, and I am enjoying it so much. And it turns out the bit of me that knew how to play Magic inside out never left. So I just looked at the few new mechanics of the new set and was like, cool, I can do this. I'm, playing a lot of Constructed and doing very badly. But it's great. Anybody here who plays Arena, hit me up. My username on that is saracent98691. I'll put that in the chat. Yeah, and add me. And if you think I won't recognize your username, message me and let me know who you are. I mean, I'll probably accept it anyway, just because my numbers go up. But it is good game. It is good game, and I am nerd. I've probably played a ton of other games that completely escaped my notice at the minute. Finally played my first ever Katamari game. Played Katamari Damacy Reroll, which I remember trying the demo for a while back and bouncing off a bit. And then I just bought it because it was on sale and I'd seen other people enjoy it. And those games are so much fun, y'all. Like, this is not a controversial new hot take. They are an established IP that thousands of people love. But yeah, the startling revelation of today, Katamari Damacy, good game. Also, my shoulders are melting into the background. That's what I get for wearing a thing with slightly reflective panels. And most recently on gaming, I caved to the inevitable nerd pressure and got into Elden Ring. Never played a Souls game properly before. I think I started DS2 once upon a time. But I am now just playing tons of Elden Ring. And, again, doing very badly, but having an excellent time. In the words of Sophie Tucker, I'm not winning, but I'm having a very good time. I've listened to a lot of music. I can't summarize all the music I listen to. It's many and varied. But hey, check out my YouTube if you want playlists of the music I listen to. That's about it. Done a bunch of quiz. Yep. Wow, I thought there'd be more to talk about that I've done in 3 months. And yet. I realised I didn't actually give a take on Elden Ring so much. It's great fun. It's enormous. If you like Souls games, Jesus, there's a lot of Souls game here. If you've never played a Souls game, this is probably the most accessible Souls game. And it's enormous. I cannot understate that. No. The other thing, I cannot overstate that. It is huge. And I'm sure I did other things too, but they can't be that memorable. Cool. So with that slightly underwhelming ending, shall we, actually play a game now? As I unmute it. See, this is me remembering to push the button. And I push this button as well. Yeah! Yeah, I was a few minutes late today because I had to remod a lot of my options on the fly, because where it said they'd saved, they hadn't. So, what the hell was going on in the Banner Saga 3? What the hell was going on in the rest of the Banner Saga? Well, you can check my YouTube playlist for that. But in this particular one, everything is going horribly. The darkness has pretty much overtaken the whole world. And we're off on a trek through it to try and do something about it. We have a dredge on our team. Things are bad in Arborang and there's more unrest brewing. And more. Seriously, wish I could tell you. Can't. Has it still got my heraldry saved? Why has it not still got my heraldry saved? Honestly. Let's resume. Ah, yes, here we are in beautiful scenic Arborang, home of nothing going bad ever. Let's just dive into it. I'm sure we'll pick it up as we go along. When you catch up to Oddleaf, she's already mid-argument with Hakon and Fasolt. And also, none of the voices will be the same as they were. Because... Oh yeah, speaking of voices, that's a thing I did in the meantime, was I won 2 Audioverse Awards. So, industry award-winning voice actress over here. That's exciting. Like, those awards have a number of issues, but at the same time, it's nice to be recognised. But yes, none of these voices will sound the same because I can't remember a thing. Or maybe they will because I'm not imaginative and I come to the same conclusion. Let's see. For this to work, we need everyone to cooperate. That's not what she said, but whatever. Excellent start. Slow down. Stop shouting at me, woman. You've been around them too long, Hakon. Why are we even listening to this? God, you're all starting to sound like Ruger. Don't you get it? We either work together or we die. What is this even about? She expects the Varl to be her beast's burden. That's not what I said. Look, Ruin's shredding the walls with some sort of thrown anchor. We can't reach him from here. Ah yes, that's the other Sundr who is attacking the city and has an anchor. And is just chucking an anchor through the walls and pulling it back and chucking it through the wall again, which is just rad as hell, and frankly we don't deserve to win. It made me think of something Ruger said. Everything you throw at me comes back twice as hard. If the Varl gathered every oil barrel we can find in Arborang and bring them here, we can wrap them up in netting. The next time Ruin hurls its anchor into the wall, Horseborn race along the top and drop the netting around it. And Ruin pulls the barrels back onto herself. Herself? Yes, gender is the most important thing here, Alette. Ruin is Razor's sister. Asking Var about it if we will survive this. Irsa and the other archers can organise a volley of flaming arrows down on her, and boom. Will that be enough? I don't know, but it beats standing here measuring our loyalties. Dick joke. Sounds to me like a lot of things ready to go wrong. The Varl are not great lovers of fire, if you've forgotten. Why all barrels when we could meet the Sundr on the field of battle? Would Jorundur have lowered himself like this in the Great Wars? I won't lie, the battlefield calls to me. Why are you, Varl, also obsessed with rushing off to battle? Ever since Fasolt showed up, you've been acting like you've got a death wish, Hakon. Yes, that was the other... I keep remembering, not to drag away from the actual game we're actually playing, but I keep remembering other things I played. Replayed Paradise Killer again, got the console version, because they released that with a bunch of new content. It's still very good. Hot take. Bah, this one. You think we're just large men with simple minds. I've been alive for hundreds of years. You rush around fearing for your short lives, like babies calling for their mothers. How we live is more important than how long. New Paradise Killer content, yes indeed. Not a huge amount, but there's new music, there's a few new NPCs to talk to. There's like a new side quest that gets you more background dialogue. It is good. And you destroy our found bridge and act like it's nothing. Like you did us a favor. You short-sighted, arrogant. First Order's a poor diplomat, but he's not wrong. Einartoft was the last evidence of our existence. That bridge should have outlived the Varl who made it. I don't want to eke out a few weeks, a few more days cowering behind a wall. I do not want to carry barrels when I could die with a blade in my hand. We are the last of our kind. We are Varl! Just do us this favour and you'll have your fight, I promise. Hakon grunts, coming down from his battle cry. If there's a chance to turn the odds in our favour. You used to be harder than steel, Hakon. Now you turn into a lapdog when they ask you to beg. Watch your tone. Things change, Faso. I never asked to lead the Varl, and now I have to think of more than myself. Don't worry then, Hakon. Let me give you a few less Varl to lead. Faso leaves in a violent mood, yelling obscenities. Great. Always had a temper, he did. Is he really turning his back on you like this? He'll come around eventually. Hopefully. I'll miss his Varl in the coming battle, though. The rest of us will gather your barrels, but don't get comfortable giving me orders. And whatever you do, don't let that fence of toothpicks fall before I'm back. Well, there go 151 Varl, which was all of my Varl. Exciting times. How is my party here looking? Who do we have? We've got Roer, he's injured, great. Elio, Eric, Ursa. Can I afford to level anyone? No. And no, we want him up front. We should have a level 9, probably Scar. Oh no, we've got Elio for close quarters. If we go like that seems like a good lineup to me. Any items that could be equipped on people that aren't? No. Okay, well let's get into a fight and find out how much we've forgotten about how this game is actually played. Why did I just lose supplies? I think it was just registering the ones that Fasol left with. Anything worth getting at the market? No, we're gonna get better items. Let's go! And off we go. Skaha gallops to you, breathing hard, gesturing quickly. You gather that Dredge are assaulting from the front gates all the way down to the water's edge. The Sundr is just going to brute force the wall, Oddleaf says. Topple the whole thing and this will become a killing field. Bad news from our clansmen, Elio adds. Many dead or missing. Some to Dredge, others to Bedlam. Could have been worse, but it's all going wrong since the Sundr showed up. Well, a bunch of people died. Terrified villagers scream at the sight of Dredge breaching the wall, and mobs of people crush together trying to escape in any direction they can. Gather anyone who can hold a weapon, you shout. We travel down the wall, pushing back the Dredge until those barrels are ready. I think that was more Oddleaf's voice than Alette's voice, but who cares? It's not like I'm a award-winning voice actor or anything. Now that I've done that, I am going to slip it into every conversation, just so you're all warned. Look at all these people, they haven't got anywhere to run. We need to start patching these holes or they won't be anywhere safe in here. Now I suggest we focus on the dredge. Petrus is a pirate now, apparently. Get ready! He shouts. Dredge continued to slip through gashes in the wall like dark blood from an oozing wound. Be smart about it and don't get reckless. We clear them out of here, then move on to the next breach. Who did we lose? What? Why don't we have what's the name anymore? Need. Well, that worries me. Oh, apparently we passed a day when I wasn't looking because Roach is now. Okay. Sure, I guess. I don't know, this doesn't feel like a great party. I'm sure it'll be fine. She said, like a fool. That Sundra's gonna keep tearing holes in the wall. One thing at a time, dredge first. Okay, we have Sundry Slingers, Standard Grunt, Slag Slinger, Scourge Annihilator. Okay, just regular Scourge, but with better. What's the word? Stats. Cool. Thanks, chat. Let's go. I can't remember everyone's abilities, which is, you know, only going to end well. Shield Wall blocks damage, right? Yeah. Let's have him tack up. And that's why. Yes, this is indeed a low-key, low-pressure time to remember how to play this. You're correct. Shield Wall. Just tell what tell you do again. Oh yeah, makes them better against stronger enemies. And insult is an enemy back for the initiative. Yeah. No, it's good. Hey, stop hitting my bard. How do these work? You'll hit, break damage and knock back, which is probably the thing to go for now. Trample is the charge, which I'd need more space for. Mule kick. Yeah. Okay, yeah, tanking up Goodman was the correct idea. He's got rally, he's got track, which is stealth, right? Yeah. Nah, don't really need either of those right now, just strip some armor off this guy. Dedria has poison and hitting shots. Okay. Yes, and as ever, if I keep looking over to that side, that's because where my bigger monitor is, but I have to work off the other monitor because of how Streamlabs works, basically. In one. Everyone gets willpower back because Aelio's like, hey, I could write a song about that. And nobody's like, okay, but please don't. Okay, Slag and Burn will not accomplish anything. What about Bird of Prey? I mean, it'll only do 1 damage, but that's better than no damage. Oh, and I stunned that one. I forgot about that. Nice, nice. Helio, get off the tambourine and start smacking this one. Or actually, ooh, what if I insulted this one to lock it down for a couple of turns? I'd love to know what he's actually saying there. It's probably some incredibly dense Old Norse insult, and I'm here for it. If you go over there, then mule kicker. Never stand near each other, you idiots. I mean, that also applies to me, as these bombs will show. Where did the bombs go? Why can't I see the bombs? Oh, they're under Elio and Goodman. Right. So stand away from them. You're stunned, that's great. You get over there, and actually if you poison this one, like big poison, because then if nothing else we can get through it and it's not such a massive obstacle. Yeah, and I mean, we joke about, like, this is the worst time to remember how to play this, but, like, I've beaten 5 Banner Saga games before, one of which was this one. Oh, crap, I forgot to move them. See, that's an excellent example of how I should have remembered how to play this game. Yep, that was hubris right there. I did absolutely play myself. Down goes Elio. And it's my own fault. But now, I don't have any willpower. I have willpower. Mule kicker! I can't mule kick him. Is he too big to mule kick? What's going on? Fine, I guess. Look, let's just kill it. And Guzman's down. But now Eric can one-shot this one. And earn a promotion. You'll throw some more bombs, and this time I'll actually pay attention to them. Where are they? Good. One there just behind Roach. And one just in front of Roach. Right. Look, they're hard to see on my stream preview. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, that one's dead. And killing that one would immediately make it that one's turn, which would make them explode. I'm good at these games, y'all. You see, what that was a thing that could absolutely have been avoided had I stopped and thought about it. Have some more power. How many more breaches? Well, none yet, but let's see how that goes. Anyway, we got renown, people are dead, people are getting promoted. The people who are dead aren't on my side, and the people who are getting promoted are. So, you know. I have a lot of people to fight anyway. It's fine. 12 renown. That's a bunch of renown. And frankly, more than I deserve for that terribly played fight. Your numb arms remind you of chopping lumber back in Sundr, but with more blood and fear involved. Other men fill in the gaps where you've moved on. Holding the dredge at bay is easier... Start again. Holding the dredge at bay is easier work than pushing them back. More trouble further down the wall beckons, and there's no time to rest. That's why I use my lowest level people. Who I can probably now level. That's exciting. Once we finish this long walk, we'll get there eventually. Or we'll die. The sight of a mender surprises you. They've emerged from the libraries and are weaving patterns in the air to repair the splintered wood. It looks like dangerous work. How can we help? Oddleaf shouts up to one standing on rubble, trying to wrestle away a sheared log. He speaks softly, but makes it clear that they need replacement wood and stone to patch the damage. It may be dangerous for us to linger long, Petrus tells you, pointing out some watching from a distance, other houses waiting to see what you do, making plans of their own. Let's get the clansmen involved. We have 700 people, they can carry supplies, we do the fighting. That's how it works. Before long, familiar faces arrive carrying fresh building supplies. You reluctantly leave them in harm's way and continue onward, but the cause is worth it. You hope it pays off for everyone eventually. Is the music really loud for anyone else, or is it just my headphones? See, there's 20 people. We can deal with 20 fewer people. Yes, please let me know if the audio balance is off or if the music is just murdering people, because I can fix that. The men are spread too thin. Too much going on. Look at the horizon, so many just standing around watching. Other houses are waiting for us to fall before they step in. Damn it, where are those barrels? I could still hear you, but the trumpets is real. I'm gonna turn it down some. Let's try that. A mob of dangerous size is gathering ahead at the harbour. You can see the bobbing masts of ships lurching from the harbour, heavy with people. Petrus swears. If sailing was an option, we would have done it by now. The seas are poisoned like everything else around here, spits Petrus. No doubt the serpent's blood. Chews away the wood and the fish are dead. There's nothing out there but death. Let's not. Let's break up the crowd. You plead and threaten those heading toward the docks, asserting there's nothing out there. Some listen, but most ignore you. Can't reason with a rainstorm, Petrus laments after some time, and we're needed elsewhere. Wow, that voice surprisingly hard on the throat. Petrus may stop being a stereotypical pirate at any moment. You move on, worried that you've already taken too much time here. A woman catches your eye amongst the crowds. Her gold cloak stands out. Need? You ask. Need looks away as you approach, but knows you've seen her. She drags two boys along by the wrists toward the harbour. I'm leaving. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. There's nowhere safe out there. There's nowhere safe in here. You realise that her eldest boy is missing and can make a solid guess why. He's gone. How did it happen? He's not gone. He's dead. I don't blame you or myself. I don't even blame the dredge. Who's to blame for all of this? Do you know? Nobody can tell me. I just don't want to be here anymore. Anywhere but here. She pushes past, having said her piece. Need wait. Ooh. Now I can't remember enough about Need because it's been a while, and also she doesn't turn up in that many scenes. Would she react better to me saying, "Let me protect you," or me being like, "What are you, chicken?" I legit can't remember. Also, you know, this is interacting with people, you know, a field I'm notoriously not great at. Yeah, challenge. Need's persona has always been mother. So, protection, maybe? Don't go. Let me protect you. You mean well. But when will you understand you can't protect everyone? When's the last time we even talked? I was just saying this. We'd talk more if you were in more cutscenes. You struggle to remember, and Nita's already pulled away. She turns to give one last look. Farewell. Well, we got some supplies, I guess. Well, that's one of our archers gone, right? Oh god, I've forgotten what these games are like. It is just a never-ending lineup of kicking you when you're down. Families, elderly, and children are still pressed up against the walls in staggering numbers. With no room to spread out, they're caught in the midst of the marauding dread. Dredge, not dread. Yeah, Judge Dredd is here. We can't just leave them to fend for themselves. Oddleif says. You wonder what choice you have. Oh, let's just mess them up. You charge into the nearest startled dredge, executing them before they can coordinate. Unarmed townsfolk scatter away from the fighting as best they can, and you move on before more dredge come. Cool, we rescued some people. Did something good happen? Can't wait for it to bite us in the ass. Because I've played these games. I mean, I've literally played this game. Can't remember it. Couldn't remember it 3 months ago when I was playing this regularly. Splitting your time between helping people and fighting the dredge is taking its toll, but something else feels wrong. A different kind of wrong. Petrus slows you down with a hand on his shoulder. Remember those powerful men in our barang we talked about? I think they've decided to make their move. Cool. You're apparently going to, like, Herefordshire. Like, bad Herefordshire. This is the one everyone's so afraid of, sneers a man with a face tattoo. You remember seeing him amongst Root's loyalists. A few dozen grizzled fighters have blades drawn, and you notice they wear the crests of many different houses. My guys, this is not the time. Dogs. Leave them to me, Petrus says, mustering his guards. Ruger's stank is all over this. Go make him end this now, or it'll keep happening. Do whatever it takes. Well, we barely know you, Petrus. Have fun. Don't go easy on them, Petrus. Petrus nods. Oh, I won't, believe me. I've been waiting for this. Okay. We get back to the screen, so we can take a moment with people. Let's just recap where we are with our heroes now, because we're a need down. Did she leave her item behind? I don't think she did. Great. But we can level people. Hey Eric, you want a level? Have a level. Voice is level 8. Good month. Have a level. You can't have a level, I thought you had enough. You literally have the level up button there. I'm confused, or is that just saying you could be carrying something and you're not? Weird. Can I level somebody from 9 to 10? Alette? You are our main character and all? Yeah. So that maxes out her second active ability. Oh yes, and she's got Mend as well now. I forgot about that. Now that I've even taught her magic. Let's just make her really hard to kill. Ooh. Only 10 to promote to 11, and you get a heroic title. That's exciting. Also, now that she's rank 10, we have some rank 10 items. What is it? +3 to all talents, 1 willpower per turn, 1 armor per turn, 1 break. Pretty solid. Or 3 to all talents, 20% crit chance. What's she carrying at the minute? I can't tell because this bar is in the way. Oh, I can... There. The Hope of Gods, +1 to all talent, extra armor, and bonus chance to dodge armor. Let's give her this one instead, and then some other rank 9 can have that. Plus armor, plus chance to dodge armor. Maybe Alio? What does he have? Yeah. And then we have this rank 8 thing that can give people willpower, so Goodman, you can have that. Excellent. Right, should we go and talk to Ruger and punch him in the face again? I know we punched him in the face once before, but this is a man who could clearly use a lot of face punching. Bong bong. You crash furiously through Ruger's cell door, grabbing his full attention. This has to end, now! There are people dying by the minute to a Sundr. The wall's falling as we speak, and still your clansmen fight against us. I don't deserve all the credit. No, that's Petrus's voice. I don't deserve all the... No, that's the same accent! Why can I only do West Country today? I don't deserve all the credit. There are many players in this game. That's just me. This is no fun board game! Is that the first time we've seen Alette swear? From what feels far away, bells toll above the din of the carnage outside. Everybody else is shocked to hear it as well. What are those bells? Tradition. Shame I didn't get... No, why is everything going to the same bad West Country accent? It's poisoning my mind. What does anybody else in the world sound like? Shame I didn't get to see the blue smoke that goes with it. I've been dreaming of this day. Meinhof, finally dead. Ah. The king being dead is just going to make the situation, you know, so much less chaotic. It's not going to make things worse at all. Sounds like you need me now more than ever. Nope, bad choice of voice. Are you kidding me? You've lost your only... Why should we even let you live now? Last Meinhof died days ago, he just didn't know it. That poison had no cure. Oh yeah, you poisoned the king. Forgot about that. When I learned the Menders were forbidden from touching the mind, I found a suitable venom. He died in his sleep, dreaming the most horrific visions. Or so I've been told. You vicious son of a bitch! Is that the first time you've heard Oddleaf swear? Have you ever watched a city turn hungrily upon itself? Like a starving wolf eating its own cubs? Have you witnessed the rape, slaughter and torture of thousands? The sounds and the smells of it? You're sounding far too excited by this turn of events, my man. I have. And when that chaos spills over the edge, there's no cure. Just like mine off. Should I die, you'll see these things for yourself, I promise you that. So maybe now you'll listen carefully to what I want. Now, I said he could use a lot of punching, and I have the option here to give him more punching. Because I kind of feel like the city's going to descend into chaos whatever we do. But here we have a chance to A, not negotiate with terrorists, and B, punch Ruger a lot. I mean, you give me the punch a racist button, I'm going to press it. No, you're going to listen to me now. You don't pull your punch. Ruger's head swings back as if on a hinge. He's no longer smiling. Do you know why I do this? Do what, you piece of trash? Deceive? Leech on mankind? Why I speak on behalf of the people you despise so much? Why have I always done so? Because they'll always be here, no matter how hard you pretend they don't exist. There's nothing more infuriating or terrifying than not being heard. I'm doing the bad idea voice again. There is a sweet spot where he sounds right and I don't feel like I'm going to vomit. Maybe don't do that. You make a solid point. But also, let's just have a moment for him being, oh no, I'm being silenced. I'm the head of a conspiracy reaching throughout this entire city, and I wield an obscene amount of political power to racist ends, but I'm being silenced. Not everybody is listening to all the words I say. Somebody punched me for being a racist. Oh no. Kids cancel culture gone mad. Mad, I tell you. Yeah. So, Ruger is now the gremlin of this game, and so I will be punching him at every option. So they gave me their power. I'm the will of the people. As long as that's true, you can't brush me aside. I'll always be here. Now, I've come down pretty hard on the side of punch a racist. Do I press the execute a racist button? I don't like it. I'm not convinced. But on the other hand, he is just going to cause more problems. No, I'm going to do my usual thing where I try and see the best in people and then it comes back to bite me. Just for, you know, the sake of continuity and tradition. You've poisoned enough minds for one lifetime. Stay here and rot. We'll see which of us ends up rotting first. You don't like the implication. As you call for extra guards on the cell, an excited man runs to meet you. They're ready with the barrels, he shouts. But Luden wants my attention. Hi, Luden. Luden, there you are. I wasn't sure where you went after the bells. I was with him when he died. He did not go easily. You get the distinct feeling their time together was strained. thought we should clear the air about Ludin being the king now. Believe me, I've been thinking of little else since we arrived. But if you're worried about me seizing control, don't be. As far as I'm concerned, nothing changes. Your banner is yours, the Varl and the Horseborn make their own decisions. If you'd like, we can discuss it further. Ludin waits quietly for your response. I'm sorry your father has passed. I suppose I am as well. I know that sounds strange. There was always a sharp edge to him. He wanted to be a ruler, not a leader, if you got the difference. I always remembered this feeling he'd give me, that he truly believed he deserved to rule men. I think passing it down to me was just a way to continue glorifying himself. Was his change of heart with the refugees a surprise to you? Was it a real change of heart, or did he hope it would encourage me to take the crown? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I've chosen my own path. Ludin waits quietly for your response. What do you intend to do now? I still have some privileges as Minor's son. I intend to use them. When they learned of the darkness, my father ordered every Mender in Manahar to Arbrang. They still answer to me. I intend to find a solution that will protect us from the darkness. How's that going? Like a fat man coming home from the mead hall. Slow and stumbling. The Menders are little more than bricklayers and nurses, to be honest. The Valka are another story, but they all stayed in Manahart against my father's wishes. Nobody knows what they've been up to, but I hope our goals are the same. We can't exactly go and check. Still, at least someone's working on it. So you're just giving up your birthright? Not long ago there was no such thing. We still cling to these banners because men follow deeds, not blood. My father wanted to change that. I've come to disagree. Don't look so surprised. It's just that you had a certain reputation, Prince Ludin. What changed? Travelling with you. Seeing how people live. I know it sounds cliché. For a long time I was jealous of how others looked to you instead of me. But over time, what kind of sane person wants to appoint themselves as the one to tell others how they should live? You did it out of necessity, not privilege. It's a burden I don't envy anymore. Never feels like we've changed until we look back at what idiots we used to be. Also true. Some of us, anyway. Yes, you have always been a perfect angel who has never done anything wrong. But we've all been through some changes, haven't we? I won't take any more of your time. I'm glad you found me, though. It was good to talk. Listen, even if I wanted to rule now, it would be a struggle. Arbrang needs fewer struggles, not more. And fewer people trying to rule. What about when this is all over? Arbrang still needs a leader. For what it's worth, Alette, I believe you would make a fantastic queen. Not that I mean to my king, necessarily. You catch her subtly rolling her eyes. I very much doubt it was subtle. I never did anything wrong. So maybe set that forest on fire. Nothing wrong. I'll consider leadership another time, maybe. It will be the decision of the people, and right now they look to you. The smart ones, anyway. Let me worry about the Menders for now. It sounded like they're ready to go against Ruin. I'll gladly stand with you in the fight if you need me. We both. You imagine a resemblance between the two you hadn't seen before, but you leave it unsaid and turn your thoughts to the battle to come. Yeah, it's battle time. There's our link to go. There's our button to go and fight Ruin. Yeah, no, we'll be able to sort these just before the battle, but let's at least take everyone injured out so I don't forget to do that later. Hey, Ruin. Nets have been wrapped around the barrels of oil, and horseborn wait at the ready, prepared to deliver them at a moment's notice. Saga trots nervously along atop the walls. That must be every oil barrel in the city, Oddleif says, looking at the full nets. Couldn't have gotten half this many without the Val. Yrsa is preparing several archers with flaming arrows. She looks the happiest you've ever seen her. Let's hope this works, she says. Okay. Good comedic timing. Yes, that wall falling sound was my green screen coming down. Yep, that is the problem I kind of saw coming, so that's exciting. No more green screen today. You get the whole view of my room with IKEA Bear and University Challenge nameplate and all. I just fixed that this morning. There had to be something going wrong, eh? Anyway, where were we? The archer comes again. That's a different word. The anchor comes again, a dark streak. The horseborn are already gone, pulling along the netting. Where the obsidian hook punches through the wall, they heave the barrels over the top. The net catches and is pulled back toward Ruin. Now! Shouts Yrsa. Licks of fire flit through the air like fireflies, buzzing into the night, gently floating down, down. An explosion rips into the battlefield, rattling the earth and engulfing the Sundr, blowing dirt and dust into the sky. Cheers erupt spontaneously all the way along the walls. Even the dredge have stopped their assault to watch. I'm going to just shrink my face a bit now that it's quite obtrusive with all the background. Whoop. Is it done? You wonder. As the dust finally thins, you see Ruin rising, staggering, cheering dies and throats. She's wounded, Oddleif cries. We have to finish it now. Come, you hear shouted from the ground below. Canary flings her hair back and smiles. Her horseborn look ready to run. We go quickly. Was that? Thanks, Abby. See, now I have to check out this clip. What is it? Is it just the walls? Yeah. Yep, that's my life. Oddleif stifles an ecstatic gasp when she realises what Canary intends. You scramble onto horseborn backs, soon finding yourself racing through hordes of dredge you would have crashed against on foot. I'd forgotten what a horse girl Oddleif is. But the dredge come in endless waves, eventually slowing you to a crawl. They surround you from all sides until all you can see are black stone and yellow eyes. Over your shoulder you hear the heavy clang of metal on black armour, and the Varl shove past with fire in their eyes. Up, Hunter! We'll find the path this time! Hakon crows. Then, over the din of battle, a drumming rhythm draws your attention. To your right, a cloud of dust is rising, approaching swiftly until it collides with the army of dredge, tossing bodies into the air. Oh yeah, no, I am absolutely going to be trimming that gif. Alright, I think it's time to just go big guns on this. What is Petrus's deal, even? He's got Bloody flail. Run through. And, oh yeah, he can call in reinforcements. Yeah, okay, we'll bring him. Let's have Hakon and Petrus and Let and Canary. And who else? Let's take Ursa. Just because she had a story moment going into this. I mean, so did Ludin, but also he's wounded, so. And another Val, maybe? What's Chris? Strong arm. What do strong arms do again? Battering ram. Sure. Yeah. Or I could take Skaha. Now that 15 armor is a lot. Yeah, let's have him in front to tank. I guess this is our squad. And frankly, what kind of content creator are you if you don't have reaction images of yourself? Oh, that's exciting. I think the game might have encountered an error. The game has encountered an error. That's exciting. Well, we got the gremlins out of the hardware. They had to go somewhere. Hi, Ash. Good to see you. Look, everybody. Speaking of Vard's Playhouse, Ash is in chat. Cool, let's see when it auto-saved. I don't remember these games being this buggy before. I've run into quite a few bugs. I mean, it's possible that that's because before I was playing them on console, maybe they were more stable there. Okay, do the thing. Explosions. My green screen can't fall down again, ha! And we go in. And who did I decide upon? Gris? Then Hakon? Then Petrus? Neither of you. Then Canary. Then Alette. Then Ursa. Let's go! Fire everywhere, that's exciting. Wait, of course there's fire everywhere. We just set off a firebomb. Brain. Okay, we've got your regular warriors. Oh, and everybody's lost some armor and strength in this case. What are you? Oh, that is Ruin. On Ruin's turn, she pushes back all units adjacent to her. Irresistible force, gravity stone pulls units to it and then explodes. Immovable object, protective barrier regenerates her. Great. We have a Scourge, and a Slag Slinger, and a Skulker, and a Scourge, and an Incendiary Slinger. Hey, look, we're meant to be doing the incendiary bombing here. And yes, I realise that's kind of a war crime. Hey, how long has it been since I spotted war crimes on this channel? Actually, no, you don't want to block the Val. There, try that. What in the depths was that? The horse bonnet. Ubin's here!
I haven't swung a hammer
And he
in a
has voice
century,
acting!
but that doesn't mean I have forgotten how.
It's Ubin! Yeah, it is. Oh, damn, I thought that was Gris. I need to learn to recognize my vowel. Casually racist, I guess. Some of the Val remember honor. I hope I'm wrong, but legends speak of Sundr that can heal themselves. And here we have a Horseborn Cantref. Cantrefs are spear throwers, yes. I mean, really what we should be doing, well, is having fewer of these space fillers, but also keeping up pressure on Ruin to stop her. She's healing! Break that barrier! I'd love to. There's a lot of fire in the way, if you haven't noticed. Also other dredge, also more fire. And you've given me crap new warriors with no special abilities. Yeah, she is just regenerating. Cool, what are Ruben's abilities? Stronger Together adds 1 strength damage to everyone when he's adjacent to someone. Nice. He has Tempest, Reveal Weakness, which is like, oh, it's like Rook's Mark Prey that we haven't had in, like, a game and a half. That's exciting. Okay, we don't want to go quite there because of the bombs, but there will do. And now he's standing next to someone, so he can just hit really hard. And you all can get, as the kids say, wrecked. Forge ahead is give somebody else a turn, right? Yes. Ubin, go again. I haven't effectively used that ability basically ever, so yay. If we don't break that barrier, she'll be as strong as ever. I have a whole range of bad accents for Ubin. See, the problem is that they gave him voice acting and now I know what he's meant to sound like. Smash is smashing. Not time to call in reinforcements then yet. Yeah, cool, she's back full health. I mean, most importantly, I suppose... Whoa, that was just 12 damage straight off. Well, I suppose she's got 22 strength. It makes sense now I think about it. Now, what does Pin do? Reduce her movement. That's it. No, she's got ranged attacks. It's not that important. But if we poison her... Does she have Bird of Prey yet? Why doesn't she have Bird of Prey yet? Yeah, can we move over there, but like in a way that doesn't involve walking through a fire? No, you're walking through a fire again. Wouldn't it be great if, you know, they automatically pathed around fires? Just an idea. Oh, now we need to kill you before you get reinforcements in. Due to that. Hey, you. Don't hit the squishy archers, hit this tanky Varl. Skulker decides to skulk. Oh, but now we get the crappy horseborn. I don't want the crappy horseborn. Do we have any non-crappy horseborn? Oh, this is a ranged one. I'm misreading everything. It's a cantrip, not a tailor. Ubin's down. Now, what if we stun you? Will that interrupt your calling reinforcements? It seems like it will. Oh my god, the taunt actually works properly. I'm learning. I'm gaming. Can you stop shredding my armor, please? It's very irritating. Let's have a free man-at-arms. Although, now I think about it, we're really just clutching up our own initiative. Well, there's that problem slightly solved. Don't pass through the fire. Skulker wanna come out and kill somebody? Yeah. That was the biggest wind-up for the crappiest attack. Keep shredding her armor. And Alette, if you would like to get another Sundr kill, that would be great. Boop. That's an achievement. Now we just need to clear out all the other mobs. See, when Dredge passed through the fire, it's perfectly fine and hilarious. But when I do it, that's homophobic. Probably shouldn't have killed that, just let it keep bloating their turn order. But hey. When did I engage good tactics mode? Because God knows it wasn't recently. Gris is down, but that is the fate of the tank. Alette, if you would like to keep wrecking their stuff. Actually, can you bird of prey either of the others? Yeah, that's more like it. Ah, it's not actually that great. I perhaps didn't think this through fully, who can say. You don't get to have armor. Denied. Look. If you're gonna come into a fight, make sure it's one you won't instantly lose. Yes, come at the guy with the big shield, please. They didn't come at the guy with the big shield. honestly. Can't do anything with her. Now, maybe go into Overwatch? God, they all have so much willpower now that I've got them to level bajillion, and it's great. Have they just stopped doing things? Are they just like, yeah, whatever, it's a fair cop, you got us? Okay, no. Ah, you hit the guy with the big shield. What kind of an idiot does that? Also be dead. Apparently I did engage good tactics mode. Or possibly I'm just brilliant at this even when I'm playing badly. Instant hubris! It never fails. Maybe I'm just great at this game. Walks into a fire and dies. I swear that wasn't intentional. Oh, I'm already anticipating that clip coming in. Anyway, we win. Got an achievement! Beat Ruin on the battlefield! Grace is injured! Harkin's injured! Canary's injured! "20 renown, and frankly it feels like it should be more, given that we just killed a Sundr in a straight fight. Let the tales tell that you, a humble hunter from a small forest town, stood against not one but 2 Sundr. Now ruin lies dead at your feet. Dread keep their distance as you limp back to the city. The people of Arborang watch silently from behind the walls, afraid to believe what they see. Suddenly cheers ring out around you, rising into a chorus of adulation, even if a few dour clansmen stare with hard eyes. Most likely Ruger's loyalists. There we go. Like Ludin was saying, really what people care about in this setting is deeds. Cool, let's go and kill a god in front of everyone, and see who they like then. They're chanting your name, Oddleaf grins. You reply, only because they don't know yours yet. Take some credit, Aled. You took down Ruin. Oddleaf was not in that fight. Hours passed since the siege. I had this real urge to pronounce it in the French way there for some reason. The siege. You find Oddleaf on the ramparts looking out into the distance. The darkness sure seems a lot closer than before Ruin appeared. Listen, I've been meaning to ask you something. Looking back on the last few days, have I been acting too recklessly? You were just very interested in horses. You do seem to be taking charge lately. What's changed? I was hoping you wouldn't notice. I don't know. I guess it's about you. I know we're not blood, but you've become like a sister to me. I couldn't bear to lose you. I've never regretted giving you the banner, but it's a struggle to stay silent. I feel like I'm the only one arguing with stubborn men for the greater good. If I dare show the same sort of confidence, well, they have words for women like that. Ah, misogyny. It wears you down. Aren't we all fighting for the same thing? If Juno doesn't make it after everything we've been through, You hear the shuffle of large footsteps joining you. Nothing's changed. We'll deal with whatever comes. Keep hope. Look at how many survived a Sundr today, thanks to our efforts. Glad for that. Speak for yourself, Ubin. How did you get the Horseborn tribes to leave Dalaland? Ah, well, when you learn someone's language, you can speak to them, you see. Yep. Yeah, that's what language is for. I wish there were more like you, Ubin. Yes, more people should learn languages. It's a long story, friends. Long story. But the short of it is that the Dredge are also in the south, as many as here. You look over the wall's edge where the Dredge have withdrawn in the absence of ruin. They mill aimlessly. Do we taunt them? No. Because frankly, if I've learned anything from the last 10 minutes, I should never be confident. I just appreciate a moment of rest. Seconded. I think we're all looking for some peace right now, even the Dredge. Standard practice, especially in combat, never pass up a chance to eat, use the toilet, or have a nap. Damn them. Silence is almost worse than the fighting. A new sound slowly begins to take its place. A warbling moan that fills you with unease and makes your hair stand on end. Should we be worried about this? I don't know, they're just standing there. It's almost as if they're crying. I mean, we just murdered one of their gods. This is worse than the silence. Maybe they're just feeling the pressure a little sooner than us. The darkness doesn't care whose side you're on. As far as you know, how do you know how the darkness works? Chapter 19, The Hounds Are A-Hungered. Speaking of the darkness. Over here at Vedfed. Oh. 112 renown on this side. I forget that they don't share it. Okay, actually that's a perfect time, because that's the end of the chapter. Yes, Abby, sleep is good, and I should perhaps get more of it rather than being up till 3 AM playing Magic, but hey, that's unrelated. Because I say it is. But more importantly, I'm gonna go away for a few minutes because, you know, I do need to stretch and hydrate and all of those good things, and I won't go to sleep. Hang around, I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes when we'll see how the other party is getting on, where everything is horrible. Yeah, stick around, I'm gonna run some ads in the meantime. If you much appreciated if you could let them run. Cool. Love you all. Go and take care of yourselves. Hydrate, stretch if you need to. Take your meds if you need to. And yeah, see you in a few. Bye. Yeah, my mic wasn't on. That's exciting. Or, like, yeah, the source was muted because... Excuse me a minute while I just amend my Streamlabs settings, or rather, tell them to do what they already said they were doing. Okay, that should do it now. Thanks for pointing that out, Abby. So yes, Bulwark's possessed by Bellower and chasing us. We are admitting Sleep is good still. Juno is a zombie. Ivor is trying his best. Avent has broken the world. As Folka expected the warp to come. "Watch your backs, boys!" she shouts, frustration in her voice. Yeah, we can do it with a fight, though. Also, we have so much renown, we may as well start promoting people. Oh yeah, we have Alfrun as well, I forgot about her. Okay, level 8s who need to level. Ollie. And you should absolutely have that. Ivor. Juno. Yes, that's... Just reminding myself how to play all these characters. Any other level 8s? Percy. Okay, level 9s who can level. Volker. Oh, I've not actually been spending people's points, have I? Oops. Now, this gives him +3 to exertion talents, so we should actually get him some of those to use that. Bonus hits or just dodginess? Let's make him harder to hit. Did I hit confirm with Volker? Yes. Okay, I can't afford to actually level anybody else, but I should actually be giving people their... Shore up his armor. Should be spending people's skill points. What does this do? Will per rest, armor per rest, and extra willpower in general. Sure, Juno can have that. I have other things that are going spare. Ollie's Lucky Flask should go to someone squishy like Alfred. Singing Stone should go to somebody who needs the willpower. Let's say Ditch. And that's everything. Oh, and we're duplicating that pipe again. Whose points have we not spent? Yeah, who knows. Let's give her crit chance. Anybody else with points I completely forgot to spend? Yep. There we go. Oh, no, wrong button. Okay, so... Again, let's see if we can get our low-level people in to boost them. Morgan, Ditch, Seekbjorn, and Alfred. Sure, that's an order. Let's do it. Let's say that that's a good order. I have decided. It's good now. Ambush! Okay, we have warp shield bandits. Oh yeah, they explode when you kill them, that's a thing. Hello, Sarah. Nice having you here. I'm remembering how to play this game, in theory. Also having my studio fall down around me. It's exciting. Okay, probably want to kill that first because it has buffs. These you have to hit for willpower first. Yeah. Spearman with impale and endurance and a bear. Random effect per turn, don't love that. Also. Yep, the design for that bear is cool. Hot take. I guess, sure, this setup looks fine. Did Mung get shield wall or something? Oh no, but he can throw axes now, that's exciting. Oh yes, and they don't have the horn anymore, they've got the Valka staff, so I can zap people. Everyone's out of range of arc light. I could put some troll stones up. Oh, they do damage to adjacent enemies, so... And also they'll be really annoying for the big ones to move around, so have fun. And one there as well. Because really, if you can't be an inconvenience, what are you even doing? Right, what are Alfred's abilities again? Gets 1 will per round, can heal people, and launches herself forward. What's the range on riding the lightning? Quite a long way. So if she wanted to do it to that one, she'd need to move forward 2 squares. Well, I'm glad you appreciate my general despair. Oh, and we have more opponents coming. Excellent. Anyway, get wrecked. Oh yeah, and she teleports back afterward, even better. Okay, you move there and then go into stealth. Oh, and you've got rally too, I forgot about that. Max it out so you can just get all the armor penetration when he turns up again. You get stuck behind those stones. Okay, those were a great idea. What abilities does Spud have? Insult and tell worth telling. Well, you can tell worth telling, Morgan. Like, some of these people might have higher strength than him. I mean, the bear does. Don't hit the bear. Get wrecked, bear. Okay. Now, if you go there and you arc light that one, and that will also hit the bear and the other slinger. Shazap. Well, if I targeted the far one, I would have done more damage to the bear. Oh. And then you can Tempest these two. just do some regular old-fashioned stabbing. And get a level. Very nice. You... What are you doing? I don't like it. Oh, you've got Drain. No, not Drain. Mind Devour. Great. Love that. So cool. Which means that this dredge... Oh no, that dredge is concussed from Alpharin hitting him at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Ditch can't actually get to anyone. Big rip. Okay, for a bear attack, that could have gone so much worse. He dead? He killed by an incredibly old man. Speaking of being dead. Okay, Evan, if you arc light... Double kill. If you all just get hit really hard, that'd be great. Does anybody need Alpharin to heal them? No, the only one who's really taking damage is already dead. Actually, yeah, the heal on. Oh, it's got 2 range, that's not ideal. Well, cool, I'll just let myself out being able to do anything. Okay, Dirge, if you'd like to go and one-shot this guy from stealth like a badass. Thank you. Badass achieved. Walk around the damage. Get killed by a very old man. 2 levels. Oh, you've got a bunch of strength, and also, to be honest, down to 3 armor. That doesn't help. Actually, that said, why don't we just give him more? Jesus Christ, you have a lot of armor. Stop trying to drink this witch. I don't care for it. Also, Subion needs healing. I feel like this fight isn't going great. Which is annoying, because at the same time I feel like I'm doing about as well as I can. I probably shouldn't clear this one out, but I just did. Probably best if you just start collecting people. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't actually look at the splash damage for that. So yeah, it's going great. Oh cool, I killed a bunch of people with Alpha and got an achievement. Now we enter Pillage. I completely forget I have the Valka spare, but not that it could do that much anyway at this point. Why did I not feel Juno? She's, you know, immortal. Two turns until more come, but I think if we just kill them early, it stops others coming. Okay, we have respite. That's how wave battles work in this. So we can refill. Okay, so now we absolutely are bringing Juno in. People don't heal, so Sigbjorn, you should probably come out. Oh, let's have Ivor instead. We evolve. And Ollie, I guess. Lovely move. And remember to click on the right screen. Oh, and we can reposition. Actually, should Alpha stay out? She probably should. Come on, let's be sensible for a second. Back, you can be in instead. You've got a spear, it's basically the same. Spar, if you can not be right where the enemy's going to spawn, that would be great. Ivor can be closer there, Juno can be in the middle. Back can be there, no, it isn't there. Ollie can be behind them. Ditch can be behind her. Sorted. Okay, so they have some Warp Dread. Oh, he's got an item. Oh yes, because that's the item we'll get if we win this. I remember how this game works, I swear. Couldn't hit very hard. Spearman. Axeman. Slinger. Shieldbanger. Axeman. Spearman. Okay. That's a lineup we can probably deal with. What abilities does Ivor even have these days? Battering around with Tempest. Honestly, you know what? Stay there. Let them come to us. Oh yeah, there's a bear. I missed the bear. And then, if you weaved energy on Ivor, or gain a bunch of willpower. You go into stealth. Okay, maybe... No, what you do first is you go next to Ivor to get the willpower. Yeah. And then you go into stealth because now you have the willpower to spend on it. I am sensible. Now back, what's his thing's Pig Sticker, which is high crit, and Impale, which murders slingers, and is great. And Pig Sticker adds crit chance per adjacent ally, that's it. Oh, they've got the willpower absorb brain, yeah. Don't know what you can do about that, to be honest. Not 1,000,000% sure why I just sent Spard immediately to the front row. Not sure why I didn't just replace him entirely, to be honest. Now, does this chain? It does. Ooh. So I'm just going to do that while I make it. Strip a bunch of armor off you. stand over here and give Spart the willpower aura. And then murder this guy. Give everybody some willpower because Spart tells a story. And then Spart can get hit in the face with a rock. Juno, go and stand atop Mogan's corpse in a completely normal way. And confuse this grunt. Ha 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 ha! So confusing. Dutch. Can't get close enough to murder anyone. Okay. Now, would using Rally break stealth? I honestly don't know. Nah, he needs the willpower anyway. Oh, but what we can do... We've got some chains here. Oh, that broke stealth. What? Well, that's ridiculous. That wasn't even him doing anything. That was me doing a thing. Slash Juno. Okay, so Axe Storm this guy to death. Okay, actually that might even be better than to death. Just have a weak spearman clutching up their turn order. Hits for 9 break. Get wrecked. Oh, she also has the willpower absorb, of course. Also, can you confuse a bear? You can confuse a bear. Ha 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 ha! Now you Axe Storm this guy to death. There we go, and we get an item. And then either you wreck this bear, a sentence that has surely been said before in quite different contexts. Juno, what do you do? Who of these is still strong enough for you to confuse? That shield banger? Perfect. She doesn't have any willpower left. Damn. Guess she'll just stab that guy instead. In the old way. I'll be real, this wave isn't going amazingly. I mean, it could be going a lot worse, sure. Yeah, I should go and focus on some of the higher strength ones now. Always want to be targeting the higher strength enemies because they're the ones who can do the damage. It doesn't matter if everybody is messing up your armor if nobody has any strength to actually hurt you with. Again, in things I don't love, they get willpower by walking over the ash on the ground. Okay, now we can start killing. And a level. Yay. Took the chance, was worth it. Excellent. Back. Stop it. Oh wait, I can just be Valkyrie sparing these. There you go, there's two. Oh no, only one of them gone because that one absorbs with willpower. But now it's gone. Not going to hit any of the others because they would hit my people. Nicely done, she said to herself. Always got to be ready to compliment yourself. I mean, yes, that does lead to hubris about 90% of the time, but you know, you feel good beforehand. And hey, we won the battle. And we got an achievement for being a witch. And we've got a jeweled petal ring that nobody can use. Someone else's perfectly formed Hope you read that yourself, because I couldn't. And people get promotions even if they're injured. Lots of people got promotions out of that. Morgan did nothing. Not a goddamn thing. See, that I got more renown for that, where I just fought a bunch of warped and a bear, like, a million miles from anyone, than I did from killing a Sundr in the full view of the entire capital city. I mean, honestly. Standards. But in this half, our viewpoint character is male. Connected? I think possibly. Volker called it. When the warp came, they came hard. There's no doubt anymore that Bolverk has some kind of command over them. Yet we killed them. Volker comes stomping back towards you and Juno, feeling smouldering black ash from her shield. She doesn't look happy. Let's get something straight, Juno. You drag us out here as captives, and now Bolverk's trying to hunt us down and kill us. Do you see how messed up this is? And back there you tried to give my ravens orders? Tell me again when we're allowed to rest. Go on. Say it to my face. Everyone calm down. What would you have me do, Volker? Oh no, don't you dare pretend to be the reasonable one right now. Steam plumes from Volker's nostril like an angry yak swirling through the cold air. I don't even want to hear your voice. The ravens are under my command, and if you want anyone watching your back instead of putting a knife... What if Ivor spoke on my behalf? You know what? That sounds like a great idea. Wait, how did I get dragged into this? Behave like a lapdog, get treated like one. Wow. Volker is in no mood for any of our crap.
The guard stone ahead shimmers. It seems to hold some sway over the darkness somehow. Or maybe the darkness itself finds them distasteful.
Isn't that the same thing? Remember when we found this godstone back in the first game? Volker's favourite person is possessed. Go on and hunting them down, so she's done. Yep. A golden glow greets you. The first warmth you felt since entering the darkness. Dishevelled women and children huddle on one side of the godstone, while a dredge sits on the other. The dredge has arranged a circle of obsidian stones around itself, and just outside that lie the bodies of a couple of dead men. Ain't this a sight? Ollie grins. And he frowns. I have a feeling this is about to become our problem. That's nowhere near what his voice was before, but it is now! Throat spiders. It's Hilda, everybody. Praise the gods, someone has finally come carrying a divine light. Not exactly. The matronly woman's face falls as she gets a better look at you. I know that crest. Ravens. She points with an accusing, shaking finger towards the stone singer. What is this? Have you brought more dredge to slaughter us? The stone hurler stands within its ring of stones, warbling loudly as you approach the godstone. The old woman recoils in disgust. Well, how interesting. This one is terrified of you, Ivor. How do you know that? Because she said so. Called you Destroyer. I've heard of the Destroyer before, but I had no idea I was traveling with him. Is it really you? They speak of you like we do Bellower. Thought you'd be bigger. It's a misunderstanding. Why would you hear such a thing? Traveling with the Falca, but you do not know where we are headed? You're an interesting one, Ivor. We should talk more. The old woman rejoins you again after a heated battle of whispers with her kin. She clears her throat. I am called Hilda. We came here to pray when the skies darkened. I guess I don't need to tell you we're only alive now because of this godstone. A miracle. And they say the gods are dead. And this slag comes from nowhere. It attacks us. Killed their husbands and mine as well. Aye, a right miserable sowsucker he was, but an injustice to be killed by this thing. Wow, she's getting more Welsh the more I speak. She gestures rudely at the stone hurler. It makes a hissing sound like escaping steam. Quiet, filthy thing. You'll take us somewhere safe, surely? Surely you will. The opposite. You don't want to go where we're going. Gods alive, has everyone lost their minds? At least give us justice. Don't leave this slag alive to kill us and eat our children. Alfred, what's the dredge's side of the story? Because, yes, this is the thing we've been slowly coming to realise, some more slowly than others, that the dredge, shock, are people. Like, they have a culture and a language, and just because they're at war with you doesn't mean they're monsters. Hilda bristles at the implication. Alfred taps her spear and the horns vibrate with a faint hum. The dredge sings a soft response. She says they left her no choice but to defend herself. Stuck here, same as them. By the gods, we've been found by the only slag lovers in the dying world. She snatches something shiny from the hands of one of her kin, waving it in front of you. This is what the ravens need, isn't it, you disgusting vultures? Family heirloom worth more than it looks. I say we just bring the stone hurler along with us, Ivor. I mean, we've already got one. You said it was terrified of me. Then she won't put up much of a struggle, will she? What are you talking about? Kill it already! Kill it! No, we are just getting a party of every outcast under the sun, so why not? Convince the Stoneholder to come along, Alfred. Alfred speaks to the dredge again. It shows little emotion, but that may just be because it likes facial expressions. Quite the motley crew you've gathered, Destroyer. Don't call me that. I'm serious. Hilda pockets her heirloom, offering only low curses, angry that the dredge lives on. But we got a bunch of renown. Godstone Dangler Redux. Remix. Let's speak to people. Alfred. Alfred finds a quiet moment to make her way over to you, leaning on her staff. Why didn't you tell me, Val? Tell you what? About being the destroyer. It isn't something that comes up often in conversation. You'll have to excuse me. I don't always know how to speak with people. Mood. I spend a lot of time alone. Or with the sculptors. Sculptors? Well, more precisely, they say something like, we who shape the stone, but it's close enough. You didn't think the Dredge call themselves Dredge, did you? There's quite a lot I've learned from them. Some things you may know, many secret. Alfred awaits your reply. The sculptors see you as a friend. You all need to stop looking at everything as us and them. Thank you. Finally someone says it. Some of them are friends, others are not. The same as any people anywhere. Oh, I understand how hard it can be to see past your differences. Impossible sometimes. But so many don't even try. How'd you learn mending out here on your own? Mending? Ha! Call it what it is. We pluck at the threads of reality. Almost anyone can see them if you know how to look. Who do you think taught the teachers? The gods. And who taught the gods? Even godlier gods? Anyway, you see my point. Don't think so highly of your mender friends. They're more dangerous than they let on. Yeah, we're gathering that. How do you mean? Ivor is not gathering that. I trained to be a mender when I was just a girl. They tried to kill me. Believe it or not, the Val right there was the one sent to do it. She points to the figure of Bercy, snoozing on the hard ground. I don't think he even remembers me. I looked a little different back then. But I escaped. Not before learning some things. They train their simple-minded menders to heal stubbed toes and raise walls. It's a fine distraction from the powers the Valka really wield. But if an apprentice doesn't have the skill to control their powers, they're a threat to the mender's reputation. And if you show too much skill, well, you're an even bigger threat. Also, just that casual, well, I looked a lot different back then, so... Anybody else just immediately headcanoning Alfred as trans? Because I am. I have no idea if this is something that gets addressed in the game at any point, but I'm choosing to believe. What kind of secrets you're talking about? What, for nothing? I'm nothing if not a trader of knowledge, you know. The rarest secrets don't come cheap. How about this? In exchange for telling me how you became the Destroyer, I'll tell you something you may find quite important. What do you say? See, all of these answers seem bad, because I want to do this trade, but also, like, if you promise to keep it to yourself, no she won't, she just said she was a trader in information. How do I know I can trust you? You can't, she just said she was a trader in information. But hey, if you promise to keep it to yourself, I do. Don't believe you. The Sundr I killed, raise. There's no legendary battle. Then I brought her head back to the other Valve, they invented their own stories. Truth is, I got separated from my allies and found her out in a snowstorm, alone. She was cradling an infant. My axe accidentally killed the child. She didn't even put up a fight after that. Indeed. It was Bellowa's child, Ivor. How can you... You certain? Completely. Consider that our trade. Wow. There is more to tell. At another time, maybe. I feel like we got ripped off there. We should be going soon. After you. Just one more thing. Alfred looks at you with curiosity. Are those foul horns on your staff? Alfred laughs with genuine mirth. Nothing to worry about either. They were a gift that I treasure very much. You see, I have friends of all sorts. But as you said, we should be going. Another story for another time, perhaps? Yeah, gotta get me those good lore drops. Volker, you're having a bad time. You notice Volker standing alone, arms crossed, sporting a deadly scowl. Everything alright? Yeah, we're doing great. Our leader is hunting us down, we've been kidnapped by witches, and now we're arguing about how many dredge we can save along the way. It's the kind of thing a little girl grows up dreaming about. I get your point. She glares at you through narrow eyes. You still care about Bolverk? Are you trying to piss me off? Imagine little Alette hunting you through the darkness, trying to rip your throat out. Now imagine some arse accuses you of having feelings about it. You notice Volker's hand instinctively go to the axe Bolverk had thrown at Eyvind a few days back. What do you plan to do with that axe? Its name is Claw, and what I plan to do with it is my business. Can we agree to keep it tucked away? If the sight of it scares you, then yes, I'll keep it safe and snug right here. I'm not suicidal either. I'm not going to plant it in a Valka's skull. Not right now. All of these questions seem like they're going to piss her off, but also I want the lore drops. How did a woman get accepted by the Ravens anyway? Is this the part where you ask me about my past, we talk about family and hug? Eat some black snow, Varl. These guys all chose to be here, just like me. That's the truth. It's all the family you need to know about. Considering you didn't even mention family, I doubt that's the whole story. Bet you let it drop. You're always this pleasant to be around. I never asked to be around you. I always heard far like their space. You're not wrong. Must be nice to be accepted for something like that. My kind treat you like you're diseased if you don't act right. But the Ravens, they don't judge. It's not like I want to be completely alone. I just don't need tedious, pointless conversations with every idiot who has an idiot opinion. Go on. Oh, damn it all. You're going to be talking about my... Are we done here? Speaking of headcanons, neurodivergent Volker, yes, no? We should keep moving. I get why you came over now. Juno's ready to go. No, I came on my own. You know, I used to be great at telling when someone is lying. It sure is harder these days, isn't it? You know what I mean? Let's get something straight. I'll take talking to you over Juno, but you're no Raven. And whatever happened to Bolverk, I'm not convinced that he doesn't have a good reason for what he's doing. So don't give me a reason to let him, and don't try to get close and friendly. Yeah, no reason to start with take it easy, honestly. Alright, Volker, made yourself clear. Good, then we might get along. Now, excuse me while I gather the unkindness. Unkindness? That's what they call a flock of ravens, I've heard. Fitting, don't you think? I kind of love Volker. Who wants a level? Oh, also we have this new person. A rank 10 dredge hurler. A dredge female, found reluctantly stuck within the darkness at the Godstone Dangler, capable of controlling exploding thrown rocks. The speechless stone hurler was attacked by human survivors there until Ivor and the Ravens came along and adopted her. Separated from her own kind, she seems rather pragmatic about the whole situation. Not sure that word means what you think it means, but go off. Also, we have so much renown. So she has Sunstrike, which dazes people so they can't use extra willpower and does damage. Throws Shatterstones, which explode immediately. Okay. And when hit, she runs away. Oh, she needs some talents. Just max out dodge, it's always good. Okay, any level 8s who can level. Avent. Always good to have more willpower. Alfrun. As well max out divert. Spar. Yeah, seriously, dodge is always good. Like, it's never a bad time to dodge. Something, something, hit the bricks. Back. Just max out your crit chance. And 19 isn't going to be enough for anyone now. No, it's 21 to go from 9. Cool. We don't really need to rest. Like, we've got a few injured, but we've got plenty of people to pick up the slack. Let's rest. How long are people injured for? 1 more day would heal everyone. So let's do that, actually. I changed my mind. Because when you've got the long battles, you might well need all these people. Oh, yes, that's counting up now. Which is weirdly more ominous. It's not counting your food or anything, it's just like, you've spent this long in the darkness. Maybe think about that. Which, yeah, more worrying. Moral declined. Does it worry anyone else that they've somehow gotten ahead of us? Asked Valgard. What once was a hill has been twisted into a thin strip of land, pulled along like spider silk, with a steep drop beneath. Warp shamble back and forth across it, but Volvek's nowhere in sight. They don't need rest, Volker realizes with a shudder. Volver can confront us directly, not while the Valka live. He's going to thin the herd all the way to Richard. Fun, spits Ollie. It's exactly what we'd do, isn't it? I hate it. We need an approach. Volker, what do you think? If it were us, we'd lure them across. Lay archers to hit them from the wings, while spears come up to fill the retreat, says Volker. Something tells me the Wart can't coordinate like Ravenstone. But what would Bolverk do with a bunch of drunk idiots? Volker thinks. Volker mutters and thinks for a while. He'd make it looked like a trap, so we tried to get fancy. My gut says we just rush it. Ollie has already drawn an axe. Well, alright then. Nobody stops until we're across. You bark. The ravers advance quickly, the warped are slow to respond. Slingers! Shouts Falker, noting warped dread chiding just over the ridge. Rush 'em! Let's do that. Okay, do we have any level 8s? Krumer. Okay, no. Level 9s who still need to level. Alfred can come back in. Ivor. Have Ivor there. Krumer at the end. No. That? Sure. Again, I'm saying that's a good order. You have hereby been informed that I'm correct. I don't know if it's because my setup's moved around, my headphone leak keeps getting caught in everything, it's very annoying. Okay, we have Dredge, we have Slingers, Spim, and a couple of Warped Scourges. Bear. Alright. We can deal with that. Oh wait, I've got Tempest, I should have gone all the way. Oh well. Just one-shot that one. Mogan, if you can just thin the armor on this a bit. That'll do, that'll do. Solid work. Don't love that. Should go stealth. Stop doing that, I dislike it. Away with your tentacles. Let's see if I can get this one off Alpha in a bit. Or at least, yeah, smack it really hard. No, there's a bear. Don't love that. Alfred, get over there, and I really hope she can heal herself. She can't heal herself. Well, I guess we learnt something? Question mark? What abilities does the crew have? Oh, he's got Tempest as well. Winner, winner. You don't get to have strength. I thoroughly disapprove of it. There we go, thank you. And then you, Tempest. Getting blended from both sides there. Which, when I say it like that, sounds weird. Hey, don't flail Mogan. Mogan is the guy who gets to flail you. But we should probably take out these slingers. All that ignoring armor is not super helpful when he's on such low strength. Oh, I guess we'll just take out this guy. And get a level, that's nice. Uh-huh. Get wrecked. How far away can I get for a ride the lightning? There. Yeah. Solid. But here comes the bear. Don't love that. That could have gone so much worse. Ivor is now warping. Oh, right, that's what the warp effect on the bear is. It's when he hits you, it does various things. And if you know one thing about me, you'll know I hate things. And if that's the only thing you know about me, then hi, welcome to the stream. Hopefully we can, you know, get to know each other better. Or at least I'll get to know your stance on things. Keep on flailing. Don't stop now. Oh, cool. We've come to that point of the stream where I just start saying words. Oh, was there ash there? I didn't even notice that. Wait, no, you need to go there. Then you can hit all three of them. Yeah! Get him, Signor. Nah, just go and hit this. Actually, wait, I should just be lightninging these. But now I'm stood diagonal to him, so I shouldn't. So many variables at play. By which I mean like two, and I'm just not paying attention to either of them. Okay, just do nothing. That's great too. Love that. And now you, Tempest. Go tell Anna Lazarus about that one. Mogan's dead again. He does that. Again, can't see the ashes against the purple ground. Great. Stealth, even though by the time you can do anything, it will already be dead. Case in point. It's dead. Oh no, it's not they're stepping through ashes, it's when they've got the warped on, they're moving cost willpower. I see. I'll work it out eventually. I've got a level. Ditch got a level. Mogan got an injury. Which is, you know, the same thing, question mark? He certainly got leveled. Pun. Don't hang on the loading screen this long game, it makes me nervous. Case in point, I'm nervous. The loading screen is still animating for the record, you just can't see it because it's behind my screen. Game. Game. Really? Are we gonna glitch out twice in one stream game? Is that how it is now? Christ alive. When we're done with this series, I'm just gonna be Googling what's the most stable game to stream, and I will stream that exclusively. And the gremlins will still somehow find me, we know this. Like, it's still technically responding. The thing is moving. I have mouse. Yes, claiming the gremlins wouldn't follow me is also hubris. Everything is hubris. See, I don't just want to quit the game while it's still allegedly loading, but at the same time, it's doing nothing. I swear, we exercise the hardware, it finds a new home. 1 second. Well, let's see if it autosaved at the end of the battle. Really hope so. God, it is just... It's being one of them days. And if you're wondering when it was last not one of those days, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, let's see if it worked. Come on, autosave after the battle. No. Well, let's play this battle again. It wasn't great. Ask Volker's advice. Rush him. Cool. Let's do it all again. And, like, die less. Well, let's take Avent instead of Valfrin. Different kind of wizard. That could have gone worse. Well, that's a line that we didn't get before, so there's that, I guess. Okay, you go in there, and you can insta-kill both of them with a Tempest. So that's nice. Avent can just immediately take 2/3 of his strength in damage. That's super cool, and not a problem at all. Splanth is the sound that sword makes, I have decided. Or possibly its name. Ditch, hide. They're coming. Case in point, this is them coming. Stop draining us. Cool, he's on 1 strength already. That's just super cool and exciting. Not a problem at all. Also, with that new Valkyr staff, I have no idea how he still only has a range of 1. Just saying. In the immortal words of John Turturro, that don't make no sense. Get flowered on. that was stupid. But if you want a Tempest... Now, if you want a Tempest, but carefully... Yes, I've actually checked who it says you'll be hitting. Hey, surprise! Ditch is tricky to use properly, but once you get the hang of it, he's so good. Speaking of, he should have some more armor than he has. There you go. Armor back. Thanks. Tempest again. Exploit that splash damage. Totally intentionally. For the record. Yeah, wow, we are just going full blender on these warps. Just big swinging blades from all sides. And then I position people badly and have to change tack. Great. Love it. Don't love either of them, but I even just keep playing support. When you flail too long into the abyss, you should take care that the abyss does not also flail on you. As nobody said ever. Oh, Ninja Trick's in with the raid. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, Emily. Yeah, we're redoing a battle we just fought because the game crapped out, and hopefully this time the game won't crap out. Fingers crossed this time we make it through the loading screen. Also, that time fewer people died, so I'll take it. It's almost as if practice makes you learn. Revolutionary takes here on the House of Hubris. The game loaded. Yay. Glad to be here and hang out before sleep. Well, we are glad to have you. I say we, it's very much just me. Well, I mean, there's Daniel as well, but, you know. This time the warp seemed even more organised than the last. That could have gone all wrong, Spar says, peering over the bridge's edge at the twisted rocks far below. Fogg replies, yeah, we could all be dead. Come on, this isn't the place to give Bolverk another try. And on that topic, yes, Emily, sleep is good. I should do it more. I know. Not just me, who refers to themselves in the plural when streaming. Excellent. The royal we. The streamer we. You know, same thing, really. Small, pale orbs wink at you from deep crags in the darkness. A brief inspection reveals that they're eggs. Skulkers, whispers Dutch, pulling one of the creatures free of its shell, stabbed through by his dagger. Weird having that in the passive voice. It was stabbed with his dagger. Who's to say who stabbed it? The stone hurler who joined you at the Godstone looks upset by the dead thing. She darts between a few clusters, making scooping motions and nodding. Are you crazy? Falter frowns. There's a lot of eggs, Oliver moans, squinting her head into the distance. Makes my fine skin crawl. He doesn't finish the sentence. You imagine countless more eggs in every direction, just out of sight. Nah, I trust a dredge. She finds a cluster of palm-sized eggs and begins gathering them in her sling, nodding as if to say, "This is fine." Room on fire. You're not sure if it's more comforting or terrifying that she's unafraid, but nobody intervenes. Soon you leave the nest behind. Achievement. Ew. The caravan stops to rest their feet and eat. The only good thing about this damn beacon we're walking around in is there's no reason to hide a campfire. He was Welsh once upon a time, says Crumb, chomping on some burnt meat. The conversation turns towards some of Krumer's war exploits and devolves quickly into a rowdy debate about who can beat who in a fight. Alright, how about Dutch and back? Grins Ollie. In a fair fight? Asks Krumer. Back and his girlfriend, no question. Dutch pouts and crosses his arms as everyone else laughs. But I'd put my gold on Folka over almost any of you spindly milkmaids. He smiles. Now in a fight against Varl, none of you have a chance. The ravens laugh. Well, who could hope to stand against the unkillable Krumer? Quips Spar. Nobody yet, but I hope someday to face down a Sundr, says Krumer. Spar grins. What about a Sundr Slayer? There's a long silence. Yes, go vote. Voting is more important than streams. The democratic process is more important than me playing video games. Also, I'm going to be finishing soon enough. I'm going to stop, but democracy won't. What do you think, Sundr Slayer? Rumor asks, putting you on the spot. Think you could take me? I think this debate is pointless. You should have seen that coming, Krumer, Falka says. But you know what I think? We need to get moving. The others sigh and grumble, but soon return to the road. Yeah, we're going to have like one more fight or big plot event, and then I'm going to be stopping for today, so, you know, you won't be missing much. Or maybe you will, I don't know, it might be the best thing in the world. Brambles rise ahead of you like gnarled hands reaching towards the sky, their fingers pounding with thorns. This was once a healthy forest, now just another obstacle. Through the branches lays a bare clearing here, another there, as if a fire had cleared half the forest before the darkness came. Bolverk knew we'd have little choice but to pass through here, Avon says. Going around would cost days. You consider your inevitable approach. Tight formation, move from clearing to clearing, take a rest first, or ask Volker. I want this to be collaborative. Volker, what's your gut say this time? Her tired headshake is telling. They'll use the trees so we can't tell numbers or direction. They're not worried about losses. Once they start coming, I don't expect them to stop. Standing our ground is a sure way to be overrun. But we should go now before they've really dug in. She pauses a moment before adding, this is gonna suck. Then let's just do it. Keep tight formation, cutting down attackers as they come. Shields! Volker calls in a tone you're starting to become familiar with. The ravens do their best, but progress is slow. Each fallen creature is replaced by 2 more. Eventually you find yourself stopped and surrounded. So it's stripped. I was like, what? Cut to swathe, Volker huffs, before we can push any further. Watch the flanks. I'll see what I can do. Okay, again. Oh, do we have a bunch of renown to spend? We do. Dutch, have a level. Any other level 8s do we need to level? No. So a 9 can have it. Either. Have a level. Make you the tankiest tank that ever tunk. Let's bring Alpha in on this one. And Kramer, move up front. Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't have any items, no. Let's do this. Last battle of the day. Probably. I mean, we started a bit late. But no end in sight to these things. I think Dutch and Ollie may have swapped voices. We've got a Scourge there, an Axeman, Slinger, more Slingers, a Bear, Shield Banger, Slinger. Okay. So let's open by taking out both of these Slingers. Don't know what happened there. Thanks, Trim. Oh, cool. Well, there goes all of the point of Ditch. So I guess I'll just do that instead. Oh, before they move I should lightning these two. Oh no, there is a range from the current character. Ooh. Yes, go, do backstory. That is an important thing for secret projects that have not yet been announced. And like I say, we'll be finishing after this fight anyway, so it is all good. Oh no, outlining them will also hit Kromer. That would be bad. Instead, why don't we just be annoying? Start impeding. And also doing a bunch of damage. Oh, that also hit Kromer. I'm an idiot. I mean, you say, ooh, secret project. For the record, Abby, I have absolutely already told you about this one. Metallica time! Alfred's cool. I just, you know, why would I headcanon someone as trans if they weren't cool? It's true, I do have multiple things. Although, I'll have you know, we did just discuss my view on things. Why would you suggest such a scandalous thing? Zappity zip. Can't think of anything that rhymes with zip. It's true, I hate names. It must be true because I said it. Why would I lie on the internet? You don't get armor anymore. I have decided. It didn't suit you anyway. Also, it definitely won't suit you now because you're dead. Okay, they've lined up for me. How convenient. Oh, Krumer is still right there. I need to learn to pay attention. Trollstones instead. One there. One there. You stab that one. Nearly kill it, which in a weird way is better than actually killing it. You lay the smack down on this one, and we're good. 17 turns before the next wave. We are efficient. Ish. Yeah. Losing your willpower, whatever. We've all done that at some point. It's just called 2022. No, because once again that would hit one of my own people. Pay attention. Now, if I'm lightning through those, I'll find out I don't have enough mana, enough willpower to do that, but, well, yes, she's done. Double kill. And now we have a respite, in which we replace basically everyone because everyone is injured, right? Actually, Mogan's fine. For somebody who usually gets killed immediately, oh, Alfred's fine. Those two can stay. Everybody else, get out of it. Let's bring Bercy in. Let's not cover our mouths when we're meant to be talking into the mic. Let's bring Juno in. Let's bring Ollie in. There we go, thank you. We should get another melee fighter. let's bring a 90-year-old man in. Looks good. Let's not stand in the ash immediately. Let's not stand ourselves right behind the ash. And let's fight. Now, unless they brought in anything radical and new, hopefully we should be alright. What's that? Oh, there's another wave after this one. Oh god. So we have Shield Banger, Spearman, Axeman, and Bear. Okay. Get over there, shield wall up. Do nothing. Spar. Also get in on that shield wall action. Oh, there was a spearman hiding behind a tree. I suppose that is fairly traditional when I say it like that. And now I begin to bamboozle you. Be bamboozled! Don't you just hate it when you're bamboozled so much that you stab someone with a spear? Such bamboozlement. She's got 3 willpower. Is that going to be enough to lightning him from here? Yeah! Get bamfed. Okay, just took out all his willpower, but on the other hand, him having no willpower, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. At all. You stand there so that a Val can get around you, and then get flailed on, loser! Welcome to my 10-hour flail compilation! That was a very bad joke, Emma. Frankly, I deserved that 6 damage. Nicely done. If I do say so myself to myself. And yes, I'm aware there's still a bear who hasn't turned up yet, and that does fill me with a certain amount of dread, but at the same time, forging ahead despite entirely rational dread is also what 2022 is about. Okay, what you need to do, go over there, weaved energy on Alpharun. I mean, you say oof. Like, it was at least vaguely hopeful. You just kill this guy. Should have moved her towards people so that weaved energy could work better. It'd be great if when I came up with a plan I could then keep it in my head for more than 10 seconds. That would just rule. It's been a hell of a week and it's only Tuesday. Yeah, that's a mood. Like I say, things have been largely awful on many axes. For many people. But hey, video games, question mark? That guy's dead anyway. And ooh, I can lightning these without endangering my own people. That's exciting. In fact, I should aim at that one first to maximize damage. And yeah, I am, like I say, extremely glad to be back. And just happy that people are apparently so excited to have me back. Anyway, let's bamboozle this bear. Bamboozle! Yeah. There I have notes. Beginning to worry that I may not have these finished before the next wave gets here, which would mean I wouldn't get to rotate my party, which is not good at all. Be dead. Okay, no, we might be fine. Everybody be dead. You be dead. No flail. Ugh, not got enough willpower to do a decent flail. But any flail is, you know, good enough. All flails are valid. Don't need willpower, it can just hit you extremely hard with an axe. And now we all get willpower. Because Spard can sing a song about that guy getting hit extremely hard with an axe. Really should have checked your pathing on that one. Boo. Really got XCOM'd on that one. Hey bear. Bamboozle! Bear. I have some feedback on your bamboozlement. Yeah, that was probably a waste of a bunch of willpower. Can't quite get in attack range, that's not ideal, but I can zap it a few times, I guess. I may have played this quite badly. Should have done more damage to bear first. Can't reach him with a lightning from here for 2 willpower, can I? Yeah! Okay, we got there. Just. Okay, rotate everybody out. Because everybody was in a bad way. But now we can finally bring the level 10s in. Falca, the Apostate, Castaway. Ivor is already injured. Who do we have that isn't injured? Valgard. You're not level 10, but who cares? Back. And who haven't we used? Have we used everyone else? Us. Alfrun? How's she doing? Oh, she's still at full health. Excellent. Slingers should, you know, be further away. In fact, you should probably all be a little further away. Let's do this. We don't back down. In the words of Tom Petty. And yes, that's not even a correct quote, but whatever. Oh, you look dramatic. An unrelenting warped warrior. Or warped wa. It's warped warrior, everybody. Does the scowl thing if people near him kill us. Knock back on strength more than 3, regenerates will. Great, great, great. Love that. So let's just bold move. Kill him. What does champion do again? Oh yeah, draws in attacks and gives her extra armor. Yeah, sure, should do that. What abilities does the imposter have again? Rupture, making wounded dredge explode. Armbridge gives everybody strength and the cost of armor. Honestly, that might not be a bad thing to open with. Or maybe it would. It probably would. You know what? You just... Oh, we have a new ability for this one. Barbed Stone's a stone egg which hatches into a Skulker. Skulker's on my side now. Yeah, that's why you let her pick up the pockets full of eggs. Disclaimer, we here at the House of Hubris do not recommend you keep eggs in your pockets. Get loud on Liza. Oh, yes, no, you are correct. I am sitting very badly. It's because I'm playing on a smaller screen because it's my stream preview. So, ideally. You all probably have a much better picture of this than I do. I mean, unless you're watching it on your phone or something, I don't know how you live. Can I hit that one? Yeah. I really like the animation on that. It's just the way she kind of turns to glance over her shoulder before bouncing back. That very much says this is a person who cares about practicality. Rather than just looking flashy. Well, that didn't work great for you, did it? And now, get dredged. Oh, does the Stone Singer still have the poison? No, I'm just trying to select that one. Yeah. Excellent, so I'd still get poison spreading among my enemies now. God, it's nice having these on my side. Where's the... Why can't I see where the person is? Oh, he's there. That's not gonna work. Oh, it's because you're on 1 strength. Have you considered not being on 1 strength? I got a Skulker! It's honestly not great. Okay, so I need to be within a certain range of something to stalk it. That guy will probably be dead before your next turn, or somebody will just step on you. Great. Be dead. Give me the Horn of Tavoinan. Actually, you've got Impale, and that's very funny to use against Stingers. Or you could just crit and kill him. Alright. Guess that works. Be dead. You mostly dead. Hey, don't just get to hit the apostate like that. Actually, what they should do is move away, and now you pop an arm bridge. Says the tuning fork. You're doing the mind flay thing, and I don't love it, and also Valgard's dead now. Boo. Wait, are they diagonal? I think they are. No, that's not how you do it. That button. Okay, can the background people stop screaming? It's very annoying. Right, does Howl only work if you've got more skulkers? Okay, it does attack itself. But now it's dead. Oh, no, not quite dead. Fair enough. In this case, mostly dead. Not in our favour for once. Now it's dead. Oh hey, sprite flickering! Told you this game was weirdly buggy. Like... oh yeah, I forget that Umbridge takes their second turn as well. If you're gonna have as a feature of the game that, like, you now have these wave battles and corpses and debris persist through them, maybe make sure your engine can handle that many objects? Yeah, apologise to anyone, photosensitivity issues. It's not being useful at all, if I'm honest. Oh, that was Falkner. I thought that was the apostate, because Falkner had entirely disappeared. Now we pillage. And both of the people involved in that combat just disappear entirely. You're poisoned now, that's funny. And now you're dead. So, technically not poisoned anymore, but more importantly, the sprite flickering can stop because the battle is finished. The Horn of Tavoinen, a large horn made of birch bark. Wow, that's the least lore-heavy description of any item in any game ever. People got levels. Most people got injured. Let's watch this very long slideshow of people getting injured. When I said we were only going to have one more fight, I didn't think it would be this long. But hey, 25 renown. Nothing wrong with that. Game. Really? Well, I guess the game agrees that that was our last fight. While I leave this to think if it's actually going to decide to load, may as well do the outro. Hi everyone, thanks for being here, thanks for coming to the reopening. Like, the stream's gone a bit long today, but, you know, it's nice to be back. In case you're new to the community, hi. I didn't introduce at the start. I'm Emma. This is the House of Hubris. And I'm playing video games 3 times a week, and hopefully they work. Yes. So, thanks everybody who turned up. Thanks to the raiders. Thanks for all the subs. Thanks if you still if you've watched to the end, it means a lot. Yeah, in case you didn't know, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, that's SERASENT, and you can find me here every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 2 PM British time. That is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific, other time zones are available. And we're going to be playing the Banner Saga 3 until it finishes, assuming it does. If you miss anything, VODs are available on my channel for 8 weeks after the fact, so this will be the only VOD there for now because everything else expired in the 3 months we were off air. But if you don't, if you want an older VOD, then you can find them at youtube.com/users/rf191999, where I have VODs of everything I've done on stream way back to December 2020. Jesus Christ, that sounds like a very long time now. And yeah, we've played a bunch of games, so there's something there for everyone. And hey, if there isn't something for you, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Throw us a subscription over there, doesn't cost you anything, helps me put numbers up and get closer to a more pronounceable URL. And give us a follow here if you want to know when I'm live. You can, of course, cheer or subscribe on Twitch, but it's very much not necessary. Just turn up and vibe. That's what we're doing here. We vibing. Yeah. Just the periodic reminder, if you've got Amazon Prime, then you have a free Twitch Prime sub. Like, no cost to you. You just need to manually re-up it every month, and Amazon pays the subscription. So, frankly, I think you're legally obligated to use it because spending Jeff Bezos' money is a categorical imperative. I'm not saying use it on me, but use it on someone. Cool. And with that slightly waffly outro, I think we're done. So, thanks again, everyone. I'll see you again on Thursday when we will do this entire half-hour-long battle again. Love you all. Bye.